Before mass communication was introduced, we sought out and relied upon our friends for product reviews and recommendations about where the best deal could be found. If we needed a plumber, we asked our neighbor. If the pot roast at a friend's dinner tasted good, we asked them for the recipe. It's only natural for us to look to our friends for this type of information because they're the people we trust to have our backs. Remember Mayberry with Andy and Barney getting their haircut at Floyd's barbershop. They don't go there because Floyd spends a quarter of his yearly earnings on a slick radio marketing campaign. They go there because Floyd is their friend. He knows how to treat them so that they feel welcomed and important. Floyd listens to them and he's empathetic to their needs. Floyd is a member of their community. When Andy recommends that Goober get his haircut at Floyd's, it's not because of Floyd's lucrative customer loyalty program. It's because Andy knows that his friend Goober is going to get a good experience. This is a perfect example of a word-of-mouth recommendation. When television, radio, newspapers, Yellow Pages, magazines all began to deliver advertising messages, there was a fundamental shift away from face-to-face interactions to an impersonal numbers game. We allowed ourselves to be influenced by the ads that we read and heard because we assumed that a company with the resources to buy mass media ads must be good at what they did. And for a while, that was usually a safe assumption. But that's changed. Another fundamental shift appeared when digital marketing provided us unlimited access to a world of information. This was great until our email boxes started filling up with spam and there were so many websites competing for our attention that it became difficult for us to find what we started looking for in the first place. That led to the rise of the search engines. Sites like Google, Bing, Yahoo gave us much needed freedom from a serious case of decision paralysis. And search engines are proving to be great tools, but we're also discovering that they too can be financially manipulated. Today, you and I are involved in yet another fundamental shift. We are returning to a dynamic in which you can quickly ask your friends, people that you trust, for their input on your buying decisions. Now, more than ever, a company's ability to be social determines its ability to attract new customers and maintain good relationships with current customers. This fundamental shift provides an ideal environment for your business to reinforce your brand and become more involved in the digital community. Again, hundreds of millions of people are living their lives online in these digital communities, and the population is growing across all demographics. As a business, you'll want to become familiar with these digital communities and the constantly evolving tools that allow you to navigate and participate with your virtual neighbors. Your customers and prospective customers are becoming accustomed to doing business with companies that know how to be social. Expectations are rapidly changing. Traditional advertising has been identified as push or intrusive advertising. This means the viewer didn't ask to have the ad played in the middle of their favorite television program. The ad was pushed on them by the television station. In traditional advertising channels, we didn't have the option to opt out of seeing an ad in the middle of the newspaper article. In the new social channels, everything is an opt-in relationship. If you want to communicate with a group of people, you elect to be involved with that community. If you don't like what's going on in that community, you simply opt out of it. You want your business to be involved in these communities, and you want your presence to be recognized as a helpful, friendly, generous participant, one who brings value to the conversation. As soon as you start advertising or selling your product, your audience will simply begin to opt out.